right, y'all. So, another mail call. So, if y'all can read that. I know the lighting probably ain't the greatest. Oh my God. Thank you for focusing. Thank you, camera. So I got sent a bunch of seeds from Bearfruit Gardening. We kind of did a seed swap thing because I sent her some seeds as well. So that's Jack Pumpkin. Some green bell pepper. That's good because I think my green bell pepper seeds are too old. I don't think they're going to germinate. Let's see. This is red bell pepper. She's always so helpful. She put all this information on here. See, when my seeds just have the name, that's all you're going to get. Asparagus beans. She grew those. Brandywine black tomato. Holy basil. Clemson okra. So I'm going to grow that next year. I haven't grown okra in a year or two. I don't grow it every year because it's too taxing on me. Tender orange watermelon. She sent me some pak choy. I'm going to put those over there because I want to plant those. Creole tomato. Chocolate beauty pepper. This is red burgundy okra. She sent me a lot. Black cherry tomato. Yeah, I can't wait to grow those. I've never grown those before. And more than one person has said that those are delicious. Dr. Witchy's yellow. That's a tomato. Never grown that one. This is broccoli romanesco. I'm going to throw that over there because I want to plant that for the fall. Let's see, let's flip this over. Oh, ancho grande pepper. Okay. This is black nebula. These are carrot seeds, which that's very cool. I'm going to plant them, put that over there. So I got 3 things I'm going to plant now. All the rest of this stuff I'm going to plant in the spring. So yeah, this was just a quick little video, right quick. But it's 2 minutes, so I'm going to tack it on to something else. So y'all bear with me. I'm going to come back. Ta-da! I'm back. So what we're going to talk about is why you shouldn't prune your fruit trees now, in my opinion. So, one year, I waited until now, which is fall when the leaves are about to drop, to prune my fruit trees. And can y'all see that these are called fruiting spurs. All these little bitty branches. Notice they're not long like this one, but you have these little short ones, and they have buds at the end. Can y'all see them buds? I know it's early in the morning. The lighting is horrible. Same thing down here. See down here, all the little buds at the end. So one time I waited till now to prune my trees, and I pruned off all the fruit. Because, for instance, you see this crossing right here where that would rub and potentially cause a bruise. So you'd want to cut, ideally, honestly, I'd cut both of these off. But when you cut that off, you're going to cut a lot of buds off. Just like if you cut this, you're going to cut a lot of buds off. And that's where fruit will be next year. Same thing over here. These are all fruiting spurs. So fruit will 9 times out of 10 be there. It's just like, see how my tree decided to bloom again? There's a bloom up here somewhere. See that one? Decided to bloom again. But yeah, so when you cut off all this little stuff, you're gonna cut off a lot of your fruit. So I would not, if I were you, prune my tree now. What I would do is, fruit tree makes fruit. Get all the fruit off of it. As soon as you get all the fruit off of it, prune it then. It hasn't decided where it's gonna put these buds. It hasn't made that decision yet, because it just had fruit on it. All the buds had fruited out to make fruit, so that there aren't going to be any fruit buds on it. After you get all your fruit off, it knows that, and then it starts determining where it's going to put buds. So yeah, right after you harvest all your fruit on your peach trees, pear trees I'm going to assume the same. Yeah, they're the same. There are buds here. I don't know if the light's horrible this morning. I'm sorry, y'all. But I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Then my camera doesn't want to focus. That's crappy. But yeah, it's already kind of determined where it wants to have buds. Because you can kind of see the end of that. That's a bud. There are buds all on these little short, see the little short fruiting spurs? All there. Now, if you don't care next year and you want to trim it, and you'll get, you won't have much fruit. Like I said, I pruned mine this time of year 1 year, and the next year I think I got 2 peaches. But it did thicken up these limbs quite nicely. Like if you don't want all these little puny pencil limbs and you want to thicken them up pretty good, prune them. And if you don't care about fruit, but I would not prune my trees when the leaves are about to drop. I wouldn't. I'd prune them right after I get the fruit off. You won't hurt them, because honestly they'll put energy into putting buds other places, places that you haven't cut off the tree, and you don't have to worry about you cutting the fruit off. So just like, I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but this limb here has a ton. You can't see it. I'm almost positive. It doesn't help that it's dark and the limb's dark, and because the sun is still behind the trees. But yeah, don't prune them now. Prune them right after you harvest all your fruit. Right after you harvest all your fruit, prune them. You won't hurt them. Really, honestly, a tree can take pruning at any time. To be honest with you, trees naturally lose limbs and things, so it won't hurt it. And then it'll got some damage there. I don't know what that came from. That must have been, that was something chewing on that. I mean, it chewed it, just really chewed it. It's crazy. Anyway, y'all, so that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you is don't prune your fruit trees just yet. Also, stuff like this, you don't see this growing straight up right here? That's coming out of the root and stock anyway. That's a freaking water sprout. That's actually coming out of the rooting stock. That might not be, I was going to say rooted. You could root it and see what it does as an experiment, but it's coming out of root stock. It probably won't put on any good fruit, probably be trash root. But hey, you can root it and see what happens. But yeah, cut those off. They're pointless. They don't do anything. They don't make any fruit. Not like that, they won't. Not still on the tree and just growing straight up. They're just a nuisance. But yeah, also for those people asking, do citrus drop their leaves? To my knowledge, no. My citrus never drops its leaves. Granted, I don't get snow, but I don't think citrus drop their leaves. But the only place I've ever really seen a citrus when it's cold is in the South. I've seen them in Texas and Florida and places like that, and it just doesn't. But I don't think the cold matters. I don't think they drop their leaves. I think they're ever bearing. So if you're wondering if your citrus are going to drop their leaves, probably not. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. Y'all can watch Chris be mischievous. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.